What's up guys, it's Daz here. But you don't really care, as it's time to do what I do best. Analyses of Nintendo trailers, starting off with the two we've seen from Mario Kart 8. Now usually at this point I would place the entire trailer so you can watch it all at once first, but unfortunately I won't be able to do that anymore, simply because if I do, then Nintendo will flip out and go copyright heavy. Woo. So instead I'll link the trailers in the description for you, and I recommend you watch them first, just to see if you spotted what I spotted. Anyway, enough serious talk, let's begin with the trailer showed at E3. Oh yeah, and although you probably won't notice it, since I'll be pausing the video so much, I'll also be using a more classic song choice to keep a little more heat off me. Right off the bat we see a tower of Goombahs acting as an obstacle on the track. It's reasonable to assume that running into them will spin you out for a moment and may even take them out as well. Goombahs have appeared as obstacles in previous games such as Double Dash on the GameCube, where you could hit them with a shell to extract a boost mushroom from them. Could it also be possible in this game to do the same thing? Or even, could the tower collapse and could the tower collapse completely into 3 horizontal Goombas after the first hit? Also, Bowser confirmed. And Toad, Koopa, Peach, Luigi, and of course Mario. We can also see elements of both Mario Kart Wii and Mario Kart 7 by looking at Peach, who's riding a bike, and Mario, who's using the glider. If you look at the track, you can also see white marks indicating that this is where the course begins. There also appears to be a floating star directly above this spot, maybe to accompany the lap line or something? I don't know. Oh, look at those graphics! We got lens flares and everything! The sign clearly says Mario, so this is Mario's circuit. If you needed more proof, you can see M-shaped archways along the building to the right. You can also see Toads on the sidelines cheering on the racers. The side signs themselves act as mini advertisements for Nintendo, Mario Motors, and something to do with Retro DK. Also, Yoshi, DK, Wario, and confirmed. When you land after flying with the glider, you get a slight boost. And there's some Mario Kart van thing going on in the background. Moving on to a later part of the stage, we see Waluigi and Toadette confirmed. And Daisy. On the track, you can also see 3 Goombas in the way, but they're no longer in the tower formation, so maybe they did collapse from before. The background also shows a mushroom house and what looks to me like a box from Super Mario Sunshine, but knowing my luck, it's probably appeared in other games as well. Believe it or not, no new characters are shown here. We've already seen them all. 12 so far. The flags in the background seem reminiscent of Super Mario 3D Land and World in the aspect that they are golden at the top, to display that the top of the flagpole was caught. And now come coins from Mario Kart 7. They basically act to increase your top speed that your kart can achieve, but caps at 10. So they basically speed you up in the long run. What is this? The track in the background! I'll come to this later. Hey Yoshi, watch out for that banana! And you may recognize this building as it's Peach's castle. How fitting to have Peach in front of it. We can also see the track goes upside down in the background. New track, and the obvious theme is food. Now I'm tempted to say that this track is called Sweet Sweet Canyon, as the second trailer seemed to tease a few track names, and this track fits the bill. We also see the addition of another enemy obstacle, the piranha plants. In previous games they would chomp at you if you got too close, and it's fair to believe it will happen here, though they look bigger than before. Donut! Third stage with Daisy, and on the left we see a banner saying Tropical Grocery. Not really relevant, but still. Daisy is also spinning after a leap, which seems to be performing a trick or stunt which appeared in Mario Kart Wii. Mushroom roof, box and barrel, yep, still a Mario game. Fourth track with DK, believed to be Thwomp Ruins from the second trailer. Unfortunately, not much is shown from this scene. Fifth stage with Luigi Dry Dry Desert, which appeared in the GameCube game Double Dash. That lens flare. Sixth stage with Luigi, instantly seeming to be Luigi's Mansion-esque. Complimentary of booze in night armor to presumably act as an obstacle if you get too close. And another reoccurring map, Piranha Plant Slide from the 3DS, with new features such as each card emitting lights. Only possible on the processing power of the Wii U! We can see the path splits into 3 sections. Left and right will allow you to drive through normally, but you can also take a path in the center to access a ramp and some coins, but you're at the risk of the Piranha Plant. This game seems to feature a lot of risk versus reward, which is good to see, I think. Hey look, Music Park! Another track from the 3DS. It's all brassy instruments and stuff. Back to Dry Dry Ruins, and there must be new characters somewhere in there. Once again in front of Peach's castle, but here's the good bit. Upon going through this archway, Mario's wheels transition to a horizontal position and the track begins to twist. How does it work? Magnets. We can also see in the background that the course is held up by scaffolding, which is a cool small detail. This is the major new feature in the latest Mario Kart game. Gravity defying physics. Every kart can now drive along walls and upside down as long as there's a smooth transition to it. Pretty cool. And thanks to this feature, it's possible for tracks to appear on both sides of the roads, though it brings a new meaning to the side of the road. Now we're right next to the Mushroom House, so this is the vertical track we saw earlier. There's also a banner on the right saying Dream Gliders. And now we're here, with a clear view of Peach's castle. Gorgeous. Even the bikes can defy physics, and in the background we can see actual toads cheer Peach on from the Toad House. Wow, it's even bellowing smoke out of its chimney. That attention to detail. Here we see the brothers simultaneously spinning out with blue lines circling them. Could this happen to anyone who spins out now? Much like how there are white lines with each attack in Smash Bros? Or maybe this is caused by Luigi gaining a speed boost behind Mario and ramming into him, spinning them both out but giving Luigi the lead. Booyah! Year of Luigi! Extended to spring of 2014. Luigi's blue line seems to begin to fade out here and then reappear when ramming into Bowser. So maybe he obtained another boost off of Bowser's behind, or still had power from Mario, or even this is a new item which allows you to ram other players to gain a lead? Oh, it says Burning DK. Okay then. Back to Daisy, and she's showing you can in fact ride on the walls. And while Toad Toy Store is plastered all along this wall, we can also see a Mario themed tram with a toad in it. There also appears to be a pink flag at the top with a daisy-like flower logo. Back to Waluigi, and we see him entering a severely flooded section, showing off that these karts can drive underwater. The water segment seems similar to Piranha Plant Slide or Pipeway, but here it seems to be remixed to be more gravity braking friendly. We also see Waluigi getting hit by fireballs, produced by what I presume to be a fire flower power-up. Is it bad that I've only just noticed that each character no longer has a special item like in Double Dash? Oh hey, there's even fish bones down here! Yay! On to DK, back in Swamp Ruins, and hey, you can fly! Wario in the desert, and apparently he's the man in this level, taking out everyone. Also, even his tires say Mario Kart. That detail! Yoshi's back in Sweet Sweet Canyon, and oh, pretty! On to Peach, and she's in the same course as Daisy was in earlier with the wall and the Toad Toy Store sign, yeah. We don't have a confirmed name yet, though it seems to have many references to America since we see the steep roads of San Francisco and a Statue of Liberty Peach a la New York. And that bell tower reminds me of Sunshine. Once again we see the Mario train with a Koopa driving it, and it has a Mario cap. Looking further down the road we can see a Luigi train and possibly a Wario one too. So we don't even know the character that associates with this track, as many tracks seem to have this. It seems more like a tribute to all characters, so I'll guess and say this is Toad's track. Back to Music Park, and we're drifting on a piano. Yoshi is seen here back in America, making a jump. Oh hey Toad. Shy Guy Metals since 1987. Luigi in Piranha Plant Pipeway, and oh no! We were lied to! This isn't Pipeway! It's the Luigi Mansion one! The water segment seems similar to Luigi's Mansion. My question is, why is it flooded? Is it referencing something from Dark Moon? I personally haven't played the game yet. Oh well, let's just fly out and enjoy the scene. We see a Boo all out on its own. Maybe it acts as an obstacle on its own, or it even moves into the night armor and changes into a new obstacle like that. And back to the Mobius Strip track. And as a cool little transition, we see each character zoom off with a blue line to form the figure 8. But not before we see the whole track in one shot. And I apologise for the following spout of overthinking, but could it be possible that something like this is prevalent in the actual game? I mean, forgive me if I'm wrong, but it seems that the lines clearly emanate off the karts as if they actually happened. Maybe for some kind of a special event, be it the final lap or a battle mode thing, every character could be given this extraordinary boost to act as a last minute sprint for first place. Obviously it won't go as fast as the transition without the karts, but maybe fast enough to exhilarate the players. I don't know, each game always has more than one new feature, and I doubt Magnets is the only one this game's got. Ah well, if it's not made, maybe someone will make a mod for it or something. Well, that concludes my analysis of Mario Kart 8's E3 2013 trailer. Join me next week as I do the latest one from the December Nintendo Direct. If there's anything I missed, or you feel like there's just something you need to say, feel free to post it down in the comments. I might even reference you, or follow your advice on what trailers to do next. Anyway, it's about time I ended off here. So, my name's been Daz, you didn't really care, and I'll see you in a bit.